All right, my man, here is my analysis of your golf swing. So if this is about an 8-iron or so, swing plane is minutely low. Shaft is probably going to stand up to about here. Over here, backline is a little bit low, and that's probably going to stand up somewhere in the neighborhood of the mid 150s, just based on this look, I would say. So if we take that away, so my biggest issue right here is most of your weight, it looks like, is actually set up in the center of your feet, maybe even to the back of the arches. So what's happened here is you've hinged from your pelvis. That's made you top heavy. We can see how low your upper spine is sitting. And then from there, you're just rounding the shoulders excessively to get down to there, and that's what produces this low swing plane. So I would like to see us take the pelvis, tuck it, and put it more on your heel line here, to where this backline number would sit up here at about 152, we'll call it. And I would slide this guy, so this is where your pelvis would sit. And then we would just want to actually back up to where you have all the weight on the balls of your feet, and the back of your armpits or knees are still in line with that. And then we would see the upper spine get a little bit taller as a reaction to that. So as we bring this back to here, okay, so there's our back line right in that area. Okay, let's run through the swing now. So this is rolled inside just a little bit. Lead arm is forearm rolling. Recover nicely with this right arm as you bicep curl it. And you just about get the butt end of the club to point at the golf ball on ball line. So good recovery with the arm structure there. Now here, if we look at this last little bit here, we'll notice there's not going to be any body movement in regards to turn. This is just arm run out. So this is just arm run out where you're starting to lose width. And my big issue here is that the weight has started on this part of your foot, and all you've done is just shifted a little bit more into your heel, and this right leg is just standing up and straightening here. So that leg is just straightening. It's more of a pressure shift, which is actually probably putting more weight into your lead foot here. So what we need to do because of that, because now when you get up to the top, I can almost guarantee you when your turn is short with body, this left arm is going to start pulling this direction, which is exactly what we're seeing. It's tracing this line, and then you are starting to tilt to get this golf club on plane here. So we're tilting to get the club too shallow. We're tilting a little bit more. So as you pull down with the left arm, the reaction to that is going to be the head is going to back up, the butt is probably going to come under, and you're going to stand up at impact and throw all of your angles. So you're timing a lot of throw here with the trail arm and release. So we can see head is backed up excessively. Back line is now up here at 164. That's way too much, and you can notice it has moved, your butt's moved closer to what your heel line is. So we're going to reverse those rolls. So we're going to take the rear, we're going to put the back line up here at 152-ish. We'll call it right there. We're going to tuck the pelvis more underneath the core. So now we'll see the back line will look like this, and then your upper spine will be sitting more this direction. You'll be able to just let the arms hang relaxed, and your shoulders should be able to sit in their socket if your clubs are not too short. And then all you need to do is back up to where you can find pressure on the balls of your feet. And we, from there, instead of the forearm roll happening first, we're going to turn the pelvis, the rib cage, and the shoulder more towards the center of your feet. All of those things. The left side will work towards center, and the trail side will work back and around towards center. And I would just let the arms go along for the ride for as long as possible. Now, a good drill for you to do. Take the club right to about here. In this position, point it more at ball line, so then your arm structure will be finished. And what I want you to do is freeze it in this spot. And we are then going to turn the pelvis, the rib cage, and the shoulder back on center to the top, and then come down and hit it. And I'll bet you start to lose some of this early extension because your body is going to be in a different balance place to where you're not going to have to stand up. The way I always explain it is, if you think about it, if your butt is right here on your heel line, it does not make any sense for it to now move more forward because it's already at its tallest point. So when we sit the butt way back here, now its only option for balance is going to move towards median line, which would be here. And this is what happens, and we just stand up. So we can see everything's actually moved closer to the median line of your body, the seam line on your shirt and the seam line on your pants, which is just equating to stand up and throw. So we got set up, and we're going to turn. We're going to get the club to right here, point it at ball line, and then we're going to turn the pelvis, the rib cage, and the shoulder back on center, and then hit. I hope this helps, and let me know if you have any questions.